Okay, so now we have to install, I have to install a vCenter. It's not that difficult. I'm not an expert. I just done it once and I need to do it again. We will start via graphical interface because we are not experts. Okay, install stage 1. Next, accept the terms. Go next. This it will need your host, your SXE host IP address. It's 192.168.1.120. Root and password. And next, accept. This is this thumbprint. Okay. I will rename it. Root password again. Next, tiny deployment. It will create the vCenter with 2 vCPUs and 14 GB of RAM. But because this is our lab, after it's finished, I will change the memory to only 4 GB of RAM. It will work. It doesn't need so much for what I'm going to build. Tiny default. Go next. This is my storage where I have space, and in my case I want to enable the thin provisioning because I do not have so much space, and if I don't click this it will eat up 500 GB of storage or something like that, and with this enabled it will consume only 10% of that or even less. Okay, go next. Okay, this is my network. This is recognized from the SXI static FQDN. It will be vCenter center.xlab.com. For the install to complete successfully, you need to have a domain and a DNS entry, and I did create a manual DNS entry for this in my domain, in my lab, and that is 125. The subnet is 255.255.255.0. The gateway is 192.168.1.1, and the DNS server is the IP of my domain controller, and that is 168.1.1.6. Okay, everything else remains the same. Thin provisions, I selected the correct storage. Okay, finish, and now it will start the VM creation. You can check it directly in your SXI. As I mentioned, the IP is 120, and the installation process has started. I will pause the video because this will take some time. So stage 1 is finished. We have here our management IP and the port, and we can click continue. The installer will present the steps for next stage. Next stage means configuration of the vCenter. The vCenter is already on your SAXI. It's installed, but it's not completely configured. Okay, we will configure it. Time synchronization. We will use an NTP server from Europe because I am from Europe. Okay, SSH. We will not have HA, so I don't care about that. Okay. Here I will leave the local vSphere domain, so I will use local, and we will use the same password everywhere, the same password, because this is our lab. Okay. Oh, we don't want to join. Wait, sorry, I clicked wrong. We don't want to join any other domain. We will keep it like this. Let's go next. I don't want to join any VMware experience. Finish. You will see the summary. And now just click finish. Yes, it warns you that you cannot undo what you have started. And this process will take a lot of time from my experience, so I will pause the video and come back. Okay, so a few moments later, configuration is complete. We can use the FQDN link, or we can use the IP address to access our vCenter. We click here close, and that's it for now. I just want to check once again that NTP server, I believe I wrote it incorrectly. Give me a second. Okay, so I just told you I want to check that NTP configuration. We use the link that was provided to us earlier in the installation with that port 5480. Here we can manage what we configured or what the installer configured. And I go to time, and this is my entry, although I wrote it correctly. From what I saw here in the article, they say you should use only pool.ntp, and we can go and edit without Europe and save. Seems that it needs a little bit of time. Okay, it's done. It took only a few seconds. Okay, and now we should try to access the vCenter. Okay, and now the final step, we should try to connect to the console. So this is not the actual vSphere console. Just type the IP address 125. Okay. Launch vSphere. Administrator at vSphere.local and the password, of course. Login. Now, in case you will get an error here that the page cannot be displayed, it cannot find the name of the site. That can be solved if you edit the host file. So this is the path. Here you can find it with Notepad. So, but you need to open Notepad as an administrator and open the hosts file. This is basically DNS repository for your own laptop or computer, whatever you have, and you just have to type the IP address and the FQDN of your vCenter, and you will have no issues. And just go file and save. Okay, so this was it. vCenter is installed.